Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Maddie.
And welcome to today's show.
Today we have a lot planned for you. We'll be talking to 2 guests, and we will also have another edition of Game Time with Sarah and Maddie. We'll be right back with our first guest, so keep watching.
The peer leaders would like to remind our fellow students of the importance of getting involved and making positive connections to help us stay drug and alcohol free. You can sign up for a spring sports team, join a club, or hit the weight room and work out. All great ways to stay positive and away from drugs and alcohol.
Our next guest plays a role in this year's school play, Willy Wonka. We would like to welcome Savannah Tucker, who is the understudy of Willy Wonka and is also playing as Miss Beauregard in the play, which will run from March 1st through March 3rd at the high school. Hi, Savannah. Thank you so much for coming and being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. Okay, so how long have you been doing the play?
I've been doing the play since my 5th grade year in elementary school.
Wow, that's great. Is it like hard to memorize your lines?
Sometimes. With the Beauregard lines, since there's not as much as other roles have, it's pretty easy to remember those, but for understudy lines and other members' lines, like other characters, it's pretty hard on how many lines you have and how many songs you have.
Does it like take a long time?
Yeah.
How much like time do you put in to memorize them?
Whenever I have a break during practice, I'll usually go over and scan my lines to the book just to make sure I have them down and try to remember and go through with a friend to remember my lines.
And like after?
Yeah.
Do you still keep? Oh my goodness gracious, nope. The songs, like what types are there in this play?
There are a lot of like cheery, happy songs, like about being positive. But the Oompa Loompa songs, they describe like what happened with, like about the kid and like what was wrong with them and how they like should be fixed. It's mostly happy songs.
That's good. What are the main roles?
The main roles, of course, are Willy Wonka, who is played by Grace Cooper.
And you're the understudy, right?
Yes.
That's cool.
Charlie Bucket is played by Julia Brown. There's Grandpa Joe, which is Riley Mannion. There's also Augustus Gloop, which is Emma, and Violet, Natalie. There's also Mike and Veruca, which is Claire and Bella.
Okay, so how is this play different from the others?
It is a happy play like last year, but most of the characters that we were last year sort of aged like 30 years. Like Grace is now in her like 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm in like my 40s,
Time
50s.
does go by fast.
It does. In a year, you just age a lot.
What's your favorite thing about doing the plays?
My favorite thing about doing the plays is I get to interact with so many people, and I just like to be someone else for a change because, you know, it's just something different, like a new perspective, and I always find it really fun.
That's good. What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene would have to be the boat scene. We put a lot of work into the boat, and it looks really nice, and it's a lot of fun, and it may not look as much like choreography-wise, but it looks amazing, even though we aren't moving around as much.
Wow. Any other ones?
Well, also Candyman, because it's also a really fun dance number, and it's just, like, cute.
Okay, so back to last year's play. Is there any difference besides the age gap to this year?
It's more of a fantasy element this time. It may have seemed like there was a little bit of a fantasy element to last year with like how it was, and it just felt like it was like a happy ending, which most like musicals have a happy ending. But this one had more of like a fantasy element where you aren't going to see like giant candy factories in real life with like a chocolate river and giant lollipop trees.
I mean, I wish.
I do wish too.
Okay, so why should people like join plays?
People should join the plays because it's just an experience that you can like barely ever have again in the future. You get to connect with so many like amazing people, and everyone works so hard to do this amazing show, and it just comes out so nicely, and all the hard work pays off. It's just, you get to connect with people, and you get to work hard and dedicate your like time to this play, and it just pays off so much.
Yeah, and in the end it's gonna be a perfect masterpiece.
Exactly.
Okay, so is there any like, do you need help with anything? Does like more people, extras?
We may need more Oompa Loompas, but that's all I can think of right now. I think we're good on squirrels.
That's good. Okay. So thank you so much, Savannah, for telling us about this year's play. We look forward to watching it, and we hope everyone comes to watch on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Tickets can be purchased at nehs.booktix.com. We will be right back with a game segment with me and Sarah go against each other for movie trivia.
What's your name?
Hannah Lombardo,
Rich Alessandro.
Sarah Weber, Holly Wetzel.
Hi everyone, I'm Cole Curran.
What was your favorite thing about middle school?
The dances.
Oh, easily the dances.
The middle school dances.
The dances.
Probably the dances.
Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying the show. It's game time with Sarah and Maddie.
Today we'll be going against each other and trying to guess different movies, either Disney or regular.
I don't know why we're playing though, because Maddie's probably gonna lose anyway.
Watch I win.
Okay, let's get
All right.
started.
Let's hear the first question.
The first question is, what is the name of the arcade in Toy Story?
What?
Oh! I really have no idea.
No, you don't know it.
No, I really. Jumbo machine.
Wrong. Both wrong.
It's called the claw because the little aliens go, the claw.
Ah. I said jumbo machine.
Wrong.
Are you get another
kidding?
chance?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Say the question again.
What is the name of the arcade in Toy Story?
Is this like supposed to be easy?
Wrong.
So I only have one more chance?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry.
I think we should just skip.
Can you give us a hint?
Pizza.
Pie.
Wrong.
Oh my god! I know it!
Pizza Planet.
That's correct.
Yeah.
The arcade is named Pizza Planet?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the machine. Like, an arcade machine.
Oh, that's
The
what
whole
I thought
time.
it was. Okay.
Question 2. What is the only Disney animated feature film that has a title character who doesn't speak?
I really don't know Disney movies.
Wait, can you please repeat the question?
What is the only Disney animated feature film that has a title character who doesn't speak?
Oh!
No.
Oh.
South Park.
Is that a Disney movie? Ooh.
I got
I
it!
learned this movie today.
No.
Oh. Tinkerbell
Really?
speaks?
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she
just
does.
dings around.
I have one more chance.
The title character doesn't speak. So it's in the name of the movie.
Coco.
No.
The name of the movie.
It's a Disney movie?
Yes.
Does she like
Animated?
Yes.
Little Mermaid? She loses her voice.
Really?
Wally?
No.
Wally. I'm Frozen.
No.
Who doesn't
The
speak?
answer is Dumbo.
Oh,
Dumbo? What's Dumbo?
Elephant? Right?
Is it?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Next question.
Question 3. What does the Little Mermaid call the fork in her collection of human objects?
Shiny. Shiny?
No.
Thingamabob.
Thingamabob?
Thingamabob?
No.
Is it like an actual name?
Yes. Kind of.
Fork.
No.
What does she name the fork that she finds?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't she use it to comb her hair?
Yeah.
Hair.
I swear to God, it's thingy-mabobber.
This is when she's like in the
The ocean.
Yeah, I have no clue. Like
Okay, I give up.
I have no clue.
The answer is Dingle Hopper.
I knew it was something like that.
I would have never guessed that.
Okay, question 4. Robin Williams was the original genie in Aladdin. What actor is taking that role in the new live-action movie?
Oh. Like, it's not animated, it's like real movie?
Yeah, it's real.
Aladdin. What does Aladdin look like? Does he have brown hair?
No, someone that's taking the role of the genie in the new movie.
This is bad. Okay.
No, that's not right.
Tom Hanks.
No.
Shoot. Do you know what it is? Like, do you have any idea?
I don't know any actors.
I don't know anything about Aladdin. I don't know anything about Aladdin. I'm not sure. Okay, so since we were doing really bad on guessing Disney movies, we are going to move on to regular movies. So let's see how this goes. Probably bad again, but like, it's okay.
What is the name of the actor who pretends to be a teacher in School of Rock?
Wait, I know this. Oh my gosh, what is his name?
Yeah, what is
What
his name?
This
This is really bad.
Oh shoot.
I almost said Chris Rock.
This is really.
Wait, is that it? Okay, good.
Oh! Jack Black.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
Haha, Sarah. I have a point. Okay, come on.
Question 2. What comedian was a dragon in Mulan and a donkey in Shrek?
Kevin Hart?
No.
Nope, okay.
Wait, who is the dragon?
What comedian played the dragon and the donkey?
Yeah, I've never seen this.
I think I already said it.
Chris Rock? Who is
Wait,
that?
Chris Rock?
No. The answer is Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, no. No.
Question
know.
3. What 1970s songs played in the beginning of Thor Ragnarok?
What?
What 1970s band's song played in the beginning of Thor Ragnarok?
We have a problem because I've
we
never
just-
heard of that
let's
movie.
skip this question.
Okay.
What is the name of Harrison Ford's adventurous character in one of the 7 Spielberg's most famous films? What?
I don't even know. Is it Seven Dwarfs?
What?
Okay. You guys ready?
High school dwarf. I'm not telling you.
Don't write it.
What is the name of Harrison Ford's adventurous
Seven
character?
Dwarfs.
No.
Wait, they're asking a name of someone. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
At this point, we're tied 1-1, so it's time for a tiebreaker. Maddie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to win.
Okay.
Who is the actor that plays the main character in Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2?
My thing is Adam Sandler.
Correct.
I hate you.
I won. Okay, so get ready and we'll be right back with our next guest.
The peer leaders would like to encourage our fellow students to get involved with the Heart of the Warrior activity run by Mr. Jagle and Mrs. DeMarco. Students can win the Heart of the Warrior by showing kindness and respect to their fellow students and their teachers. So please get involved with the Heart of the Warrior and continue to make our school a positive place.
Joining us now is Miss Smith, who teaches journalism and freshman CP and honors English.
Many people don't realize that teachers have interests and hobbies outside of school.
Today we'll be talking to Miss Smith about her interests and hobbies.
You might be surprised that she is a competitive equestrian and owns a thoroughbred racehorse.
So let's get started.
Okay, so first question, when did you start riding horses?
I started riding when I was 14. I always wanted to do it, but my mom said I wasn't allowed to until I could afford it myself. So I babysat, I pet sat, like I did a lot of pet sitting, and then I was able to afford lessons, and then through working at the barn then too, I was able to afford my horse.
What made you start?
My mom always used to ride when she was younger. She rode until she was actually pregnant with my brother, and then she stopped after having him. And it was just something I always loved. I always loved horses. I was kind of obsessed with it. And then my godmother had 2 horses as well. So I was kind of like, I want one of my own. That would be great.
Did you ride those horses?
I did. They were more trail horses. They came from Texas.
Oh.
So we would just go for like little trail rides and things like that.
What's your horse's name?
Stormy.
How long have you had him?
So I got him when he was 5. I leased him for about 2 years, and then I've owned him for about 3. So his barn name is Stormy. His show name is After the Storm. And he used, yeah, it's a Mumford & Sons song. I always wanted a horse that had like a cool name. So when I bought him, I was like, okay, I'm going to give him a band name. And then while he was on the track, because he used to race at Belmont, he was Senior Statesman, which is it's just an awful name. So there was no way I was going to keep that.
What goes into caring for a horse?
There's a lot. I board at a facility, so I pay someone to kind of take care of them of him as well. But it's a lot of knowing what you're doing, especially when getting a green horse. My horse likes to play a lot, so he comes in all the time with like cuts. Like he gashed his face the other day because he was playing through a fence with the horse next to him. But making sure that his feet are constantly done because he needs horseshoes. So his feet, going into the care with that. With race horses, a lot of them come off the track with injuries. He actually has a pelvis injury, so he gets chiropractic adjustments every 3 months.
For a horse?
For a horse,
oh my goodness.
He has a massage therapist too, so he'll get massages. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very lucky. So just kind of looking for those signs to see when he's okay. He's starting to come out of he's starting to come out a little uncomfortable, so let me get the chiropractor out. He's also on different supplements and vitamins, so he gets
he has it made.
He has it made. He's living the life. But just kind of knowing your horse and knowing what he needs to be successful in whatever he does and just to be healthy and sound and happy.
Do you compete?
We do. We competed for a while when he was a baby in English Pleasure, which is just flatting, walk, trot, and canter. And then now that he's in training with my current trainer, we've gone into more competitive jumping classes. So he did something called the Beginner Hunters, which are based off of him. So it's how he goes through the courses. And he actually came out reserve champion, which is like the runner-up for the entire division.
Wow.
You know, I was such a proud mommy. I was so excited for him.
What's the furthest you've traveled to compete?
We did mostly local shows. This past summer we went all the way up to like on the border between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. It's called Asbury. It's up by like Tewksbury, Bedminster. So about an hour away. So that's the furthest, but we are thinking about taking him to Vermont for this summer for the festival over there. My goal, we would eventually like to do, it's called the Thoroughbred Incentive Program, which is in Kentucky, and it's specifically for off-the-track thoroughbreds, and you go to different shows and you qualify through these points, and you get to show him then it's like all these thoroughbreds kind of going against each other in Kentucky in September. So once he gets more so into the swing of things, because he is still pretty young, we would like to go into that and possibly get that as like our end goal.
When did you start competing?
I showed a little bit when I was in high school. It was just so expensive.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, either I can have the horse all the time or show once or twice. So I showed only a few times throughout my high school career. And then in college I took a break. So when I got him, we started to just take him to little shows once or twice. And then each summer we've been kind of amping it up a little bit more. So for the last 4 years, I've been showing him.
How many competitions have you won?
So we've won Grand Champion, which is like overall champion of the division, twice.
That's nice.
Which is cool. And then we've won Reserve twice.
Is it like a certain amount of like horses that compete?
It depends. I've been in a class of 3 people, and then I've been in a class of 18 people. So it kind of depends on how many people are there on that specific day in that specific class.
Thank you so much for telling us about your horse, Stormy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to come and watch the play Willy Wonka on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. See you there.